Hey guys, this is Jiffy with Jiffy's Gaming. We're back again on our free-to-play road to Elite. Let's kick it right off here. Now, something that's going to help me going forward now is now that we have the duty officers working. Each time when I log in, I should be able to collect on a bunch of different duty officers, which should boost me up a little bit here and there. Once we get to the Admiralty, that'll also help. There's a few things that'll really help kickstart it off here. But I think the main things are going to be the duty officers and completing missions. And if a 2 times event comes up, hey, I'm not complaining for sure. But we do need to keep it moving. So where were we here? And as you can see, I loaded in a whole bunch of duty officer missions rolling. I got 1,000 there. Can be fine. I want to keep going with the as much as I can, I should say, with the dilithium refinement, because the main thing that I'm going to need to focus in on is getting that dilithium refinement done as often as possible. Because with it, I can use that to get Zen, and then I can use that to get into the store, basically. Make sure we're ready for it now. And that's really how you get to Elite on the free-to-play side, is getting that dilithium, basically to the point where you're ahead of the game. So you're not waiting for oh geez, am I going to have enough dilithium to refine next time? You know ahead of time. And that'll come with the end game section too. That's another thing that'll come in there once we get to the end game, where we get to the reputation aspect. Being in a fleet probably wouldn't hurt either. We'll see if I get invited, or if I just decide to hit up one of my old friends and see if he maybe wants to, or one of them wants to invite me in. Anywho, we got Mine the Enemy. I don't know. Yes, transfer directly from here. This is absolutely amazing. Alright. Begin the mission. And away we go.
You've stuck your nose in our business for the last time, Starfleet. All ships, attack! Attack!
This moon is private property. No solicitors, beggars, or Starfleet allowed.
Hello, my good friends. I'm so happy to meet you. Perhaps you are in the market for some high-quality magnesite? We have the finest ore in the quadrant. On behalf of the miners and residents here, I'm more than happy to welcome you to our home. Please transport to the surface. Unfortunately, the large amount of extremely pure magnesite ore in the core of our little world will interfere with your sensors. For safety reasons, I must insist that you use the transporter signal enhancers that I have installed at my own expense. Also, I know you Starfleet types are so fond of your away teams, but could you please restrict the number of crew you bring down to the surface? My people here aren't used to strangers, and you wouldn't want to disrupt their work, would you? On behalf of everyone on this forsaken rock, let me be the first to welcome you to Hathara. As you can see, we don't have time for pleasantries, and I'm not sharing my Tranya stash with you. So, why don't we skip the chit-chat and get down to business? Unfortunately, I cannot call this mine my own. I'm just a middleman. Out of the goodness of my heart, I help the residents here pass on the products of their hard work to commercial entities such as yourself. The minuscule transaction fee and trade tariff I keep to offset my expenses is figured into the unit cost of the ore. My operation has become one of the best in the area because of the high demand for my services from both sides. I provide the best mining equipment and supplies in the sector to the miners, while my customers get competitive pricing on the ore they need. I don't pay much attention to that. Miners have empty carts, and they return with ones filled with ore. If you're that interested, you could visit the mines themselves, but I don't recommend it. It's such a dirty, disagreeable business, and I'm convinced that breathing ore dust for too long is terrible for you. The miners who live near my quarters used to keep me up night after night with their dreadful coughing. I had to install soundproofing just to get some sleep. Are you sure you wouldn't rather have... Really? Suit yourself. Just remember, I have an exclusive contract to export magnesite ore from this moon. If you try to cut me out of your deals, you'll regret it.
I'm sorry. I really can't talk at the moment. I have to finish a survey of the area so the miner... As much as I'd appreciate someone else to lug around this heavy equipment...
I can't talk to you. I can't talk to anyone. I'm on the run. And if those thugs see me, I need someone who's not afraid of a fight. There's a group here that's beating and stealing from us. There's a group of bullies that have been stealing from us. If we don't give them what they want, they beat us. I had a friend. All he was trying to do here was feed his family. Be a good man. He had an old bottle of ale. He said it was from the home world. One of those thugs wanted it. Now, my friend is dead. I'm too weak to stop them, I know that. And now I have my friend's children to feed in addition to my own. But if someone were to teach them a lesson, this camp would be a better place for all of us. Thank you. Those guys have been giving everyone a lot of trouble. These thugs are part of a larger group that operates deep inside the magnesite mine. They control the lower levels, and no one who goes down there uninvited ever comes back. I don't know what's so important down there that's worth hurting us to protect it. Maybe if you went down there, you could get some answers.
You want to go in the mine? Are you really interested in buying any magnesite? Or are you just here to cause trouble? Because if it's the latter, I know someplace you can start a little ruckus. There's a gang that controls the bottom levels of the mine. They won't even let me in there. Previously, I allowed them to keep their little kingdom in exchange for information. But lately, they've been more trouble than they're worth. And the intel they're feeding me is useless. Honestly, who doesn't know about the green invasion of the fairy space?
What do you want? This area is restricted. Only people my friends and I like may enter. And I don't like... You don't belong here. I'm done talking with you. Leave!
I give the orders here, Commander. You are out of line.
With all due respect, sir, there is a difference between protecting the Empire from her enemies and provoking...
There is much here you do not understand, Janik. The Remans need to know their place. As do you. I will not forget your insubordination, Commander. The Tal Shiar has no place for officers who cannot follow orders. I'll be in the command center.
Colonel, they were civilians. Their blood is on our hands.
Get used to it. There will be more. Speaking of which, why don't you clean out the brig before you become a resident there?
I almost feel sorry for you, but I have my own mech to worry about. I'll be joining you in there soon enough. If Hakiv has his way, we all will. Enough! I surrender. I value my life more than the Tal Shiar's secrets. I'll tell you anything you want to know. But first, you must tell me why you are here and what you want. The Remans know about this base? Impossible! Only the leadership of the Tal Shiar know we're here. The Empress herself couldn't find us. I don't believe you, but it makes no difference. This is not a military installation. We listen and record here. Nothing more. There are many targets that those Riemann scum would find much more tempting. Are you sure you want to end things like this?
Well, not sure how many times she's going to have to save me, but apparently it's going to be quite a bit in this episode. It's twice my guys were knocked out, killed, whatever you want to call them, defeated, as the game likes to call it. Alrighty.
did you find this place?
Hello.
What else do you know? No matter. You won't be revealing anything to your superiors. It's disappointing I cannot give you a proper interrogation.
Just realized I got the stupid sound going through my TV. Don't ever do that. There we go. Server console. Can you change the server, like between like NA, EU, that kind of thing? I don't believe it asks you to. So I'm gonna say probably no. I don't believe that you can on console, because I think on console it's just a mixture of everyone. This is an escape from the mines at this point. Gotcha. Yeah, and I play with a lot of like I've played it on console for a while. Yeah, I know. It's not great. But I don't believe that you can change the server. At least I've never seen an where there would be an option to change the server. At least not on console. And I haven't played on PC in so long I couldn't tell you if I remember seeing one there. From time to time, PlayStation servers like went down for like a full day, basically. So yeah, I do too. I'm a big console fan. I had a PC for a little bit, but it was like I really like doing it this way more.
I'm shocked. I had no idea. I certainly wouldn't have sent you down there if you... Say, you didn't happen to find anything valuable down there, did you? Because if you did, remember, I have an exclusive contract. And what's it to you? This is a rough area of the quadrant, you know, and they're good neighbors. If you're not easily embarrassed, their cameras and listening devices are everywhere. I haven't had a single problem with Orions or Herodians since they moved in. And it doesn't hurt that I acquired the odd bit of information here and there. I'm a businessman, and information is big business. Unfortunately, no. I'll admit, I was trying to find out, but their systems were locked down tight. I'm sure whatever it was had to be big news. Everyone was on edge. Janek and Hakeev were barely speaking, and I once heard Hakeev mumbling something about orders. Someone's been pulling his strings, but I don't know who. I do know that Tal Shiar takes security very seriously. If you manage to pull any files from their system...
Yeah, and that is a benefit nowadays, especially being able to play on PC with the controller. If you're a controller fan, if you're a fan of the controllers as opposed to, well, the WAS, is that right? I can't remember anymore. It's been so long.
Destroyed. My profit margin for this month is ruined.
some friends who like to use the controller as opposed to the keyboard and mouse. Are there enough players in STL? Yeah. Yes, there are. There's actually quite a bit. So, let's say in STO, at least on here, when I go to like Earth Space Dock, it's a game like WoW and ESO. I never played WoW. I have played ESO. No, I don't think STO will ever die either. It seems to be one of those ones that hangs on. ESO is another one that, unless they shut down the servers for some reason, some strange reason, you know, it'd be one of those ones. But yeah, no, there's usually at least 2 to 3 instances at Earth Space Dock filled with 30 to 35 people. You know, and especially on the weekends. Weekends are excellent. So, excellent for the number of people that they have.
The Tal Shiar records you recovered show that Hakiv and his forces have been targeting the Remans for months. Obasek and his followers have been driven from their homes, had their ships destroyed, and their loved ones killed or imprisoned. Some might say that Obasek's campaign against the Tal Shiar is just. However, Obasek was planning on using Thalaron weapons in the Bahar system.
Yeah, the game does look pretty good on PS5. I mean, it looked decent on PS4 as well. I mean, obviously it's a dated game, right? I mean, it's older, but it still holds up.
More pain and suffering.
Congratulations, Lieutenant Commander.
We know from the... I have new missions.
I believe they did. Let's see here. Only unlock FPS on Xbox. There may or may not be. I don't know. Let's see. Options. Audio, advanced, limit frame rate. Well, there may not be. Although, to be fair, like, you probably are already on a PS5. You're probably already running it at its top. You know what I'm saying? Like, although I guess like you said, maybe if you're trying to like dumb it down so that way there you get better frame rate. Then, yeah, I guess that could certainly. There we go, leave ship. You have to be standing to do it, apparently. Yeah. Not great. Is that what the final? My woman cry. Is that what the final outcome was? That PSN was hacked? Because I really wasn't sure. I mean, I saw a whole bunch of like videos on YouTube saying it was, but you know, you can't trust everything online. So, and I hadn't heard an official story from PlayStation about what it was. Yeah, no, I knew in 2011 they were, and that was what everyone kept bringing up in those videos I saw on YouTube about how they were, in 23 days that the server were offline. Yep. Yeah. And then they were talking about how, here they are, they're charging you for, PlayStation Plus, so there you can have internet access. And how are they able to do that and then have days like this where you're down for 2 days or down for a day, or what they thought at the time might be down for 20-something or 30-something days? It was certainly wild. Right, and that was why the one guy had like a PS2, and he was like, well, you can always revert back to PS2. Well, no, and in this case here, he was saying, how could you charge for, PS Plus, you know what I'm saying, for the current situation, and have down days like this where you might be down, you know what I'm saying, for long periods of time. And he was suggesting that it should be free, which, I mean, I don't know. Would I like it to be? Sure. Is that realistic? I don't know.
Ah, you're a good distance out of your Federation's territory, aren't you? Offer no aid or assistance to these Riemann rebels and leave this system immediately. If you do so, I can overlook your intrusion into an internal affair. Otherwise, I will be forced to see your presence here as an invasion of Romulan territory. That would be unfortunate. For you.
This place won't be safe forever. We have to be ready to leave at a moment's notice. Prepare the... Ah, it's you. Welcome to the heart of the Resistance, little spy. There is so much for us to discuss, and so little time. The Tal Shiar have discovered this, our last refuge. They will be here soon, and my people and I will have to fight for our lives. Yet one question remains. Will you be our friend, or our enemy? My hope is that you are here to talk. But I am prepared for the alternative. The Tal Shiar could arrive at any time. Speak quickly. I am glad you see things my way. Get instructions from your commanders if you must, but the battle rages, and we must join it. With your help, my people will be free. I'm pleased you see that my cause is just. We can do great...
Sir, Romulan transporter signals detected. The Tal Shiar have entered the base.
Start the evacuation. We must get the civilians out. Commander Rashna, transport the reinforcements here. Tell them to assist our new ally. I will return to my ship and attempt to hold off their forces. Help my soldiers defend this base. Fight well, my friend. My people are counting on you.
I sympathize with Obasek's plight, but I do not know if we will be able to assist him. He has no proof of these demons that he claims are directing Hakiv's actions. Without that, becoming directly involved in this conflict would be a violation of the Prime Directive. We will protect the Federation, offer aid to the refugees, and keep this conflict from spilling over into our territory. But if Obasek and his followers are going to continue this fight, they will do so without Starfleet support.
Congratulations, Commander. Holodeck time can be reserved at the kiosk on Deck 38.
Shuttle arriving at docking bay 6.
my contacts tell me that Starfleet has rejected my request for military assistance. That is regrettable, but not unexpected. The Tal Shiar are formidable opponents, as are the forces directing their action. I understand why the Federation would hesitate to engage them directly. So today I appeal to you, not as an ally in battle, but as a person of compassion. My people need your help. I need your help. One of our ships was carrying a load of Thalaron weapons through the Nopata system. That ship has disappeared. There are no indications there was a battle. It's as if my ship and its cargo simply vanished. I know you have your reservations about the lengths to which I will go to secure the freedom of my people. Tell me, if you do not trust me with Thalaron weapons, do you want Hakiv to have them? I can provide you with the last coordinates of the vessel. Please help me. Do what you will with the weapons, if they survive. But find my people.
The Riemann Resistance is very much in need of your help.
What can I get for you?
What's the harm in a little friendly wager?
Well, guys, this is about to do it here for me. I'm about to head on out. This is just the traveling out to this next section here, to the next mission. But it is a long mission, so I'm going to kind of cut it here. If you like what I do here, make sure to throw me a like or a subscription, and or a follow. Sorry, a follow or a like. And, I'll see y'all on the next one. Once I actually get there. But, like I said, I'm out there just traveling out right now to Napata. Once I get there, it's going to be where it's going to be the end of the night for me. And I thank everyone tonight. Y'all have a good night.